Hey, and welcome to this video here on Decoding Narcissism, a support channel to help you understand and identify narcissism in others and heal from narcissistic abuse. Before we get into today's video, I just want to take a moment to say this space is for you. Whether you're recovering from narcissistic abuse or still trying to make sense of a current relationship that just feels off, what you're going through matters, and you're not alone. Maybe it was a parent, a partner, a friend, a boss. Whoever it was, you deserve clarity and you deserve healing. And that's what this channel is all about. So, let's dive in. Today's video is all about something foundational. What is a narcissist? This is the first in a series of videos I'll be sharing around narcissism because understanding the basics can really help you see your own experience with fresh eyes. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some key traits of narcissism, what narcissistic behavior looks like, and most importantly, how it impacts you. Firstly, it's important you know that you're not alone. Many people are going through or have gone through what you're experiencing, and the good news is there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Even if it seems like it's impossible to reach that stage in your journey, then understand that it is exactly that, a journey. Overcoming narcissistic abuse doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, often personal and life-changing. So my role here is to guide you across the bridge of healing and help you to move towards a more peaceful life where you can be content with yourself, the people who you invite into your world, and you're able to move through life with a strong sense of self and competence. So, why are you here? You might be here because you're feeling confused, maybe even exhausted. Maybe you've been hurt or made to feel invisible. Maybe someone in your life constantly blames you for things that don't feel like your fault. And now you're questioning yourself. Am I the problem? I get it. I've been there too. When I first experienced narcissistic abuse as a teenager, I didn't even know what to call it. I just remember thinking, what the hell just happened? If you found yourself searching, what is a narcissist, in the middle of the night, please know this. You're not alone. And no, you're not crazy. So, let's break it down. Okay, so the big and most common question I am asked, what is a narcissist? Let's keep it simple. A narcissist is someone who is deeply self-focused, lacks empathy, and needs constant admiration or validation. But here's the thing, it's not just about someone who takes a lot of selfies or brags about their life. Narcissism is more complex than that and is rooted much deeper than what you see on the surface. In psychology, narcissism actually exists on a spectrum. On one end, you have healthy self-confidence, and on the far end, you've got Narcissistic Personality Disorder, where someone's inflated sense of self becomes harmful and causes serious damage to the people around them. And here's something important to be aware of. A person doesn't need a formal diagnosis to act in narcissistic ways. Truthfully, we all have moments where we seek validation or behave selfishly. That doesn't make us narcissists. Ever known a child to refuse a meal but do everything in his power to get dessert? Does that mean that a 3-year-old should be immediately branded a narcissist? Exactly. The difference is this. Much like a child's developmental stages, when we become aware of those behaviors and how they impact others, we have the opportunity to reflect and change. We are aware that maybe we didn't take the best approach the first time around, and if we want to see a better outcome, then we need to consider our mistake and the best approach take next time. That's called growth. But narcissists don't grow. They deflect, they manipulate, they control, and their behaviors aren't occasional. They are patterns. And those patterns can be deeply damaging. One thing I found really helpful during my healing journey was to keep notes. We can simply journal our thoughts, or if you're unsure about someone in your life, start tracking their behaviors. You might start to notice a cycle, and that awareness can be really grounding. Now let's look at some common narcissistic behaviors. Let's go deeper into what these behaviors look like. You might even recognize some of these. First up, the charm. A narcissist often comes on strong. They might love bomb you, showering you with praise, attention, and promises. It feels amazing at first, but it's often a setup, because as soon as you push back or stop feeding their ego, they switch. Suddenly, the compliments turn into criticism. The validation disappears. You find yourself walking on eggshells. Maybe you try to ease the tension by changing your behavior, just to avoid another blow-up. Sound familiar? Narcissists are unpredictable and often dangerous in subtle ways, especially if you don't know what to look for. Another big red flag? They rarely apologize. And if they do, it's vague and manipulative. You'll hear things like, "I'm sorry you feel that way," instead of, "I'm sorry I hurt you, what can I do to make it right?" See the difference? A narcissist also makes everything about them. Your feelings? Inconvenient. Your needs? Too much. Empathy is not part of their operating system. And one of the most insidious behaviors? Gaslighting. They'll twist your perception so badly that you start questioning your own memory. Was it really that bad, or maybe I overreacted? They want you to doubt yourself, because when you do, they stay in control. This isn't just occasional bad behavior, it's a cycle. To idealize, devalue, discard. And it happens in romantic relationships, families, friendships, even at work. The best thing you can do? Protect your peace. Sometimes that means removing toxic people from your life, or removing yourself from theirs. So let's put this into context. Let's say you had a partner who made you feel incredible at the start. They said all the right things, moved fast, told you they'd never met anyone like you. You're in love and life couldn't be better. But then things shifted. Suddenly they're keeping score, saying things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me?" Now you're feeling guilty for having needs, making excuses for their behavior. They're just stressed, or they had a tough childhood. One thing's for sure, their overwhelming compliments and admiration has disappeared, and you notice a huge inconsistency in how they behave towards you. And then one day, the mask slips. You've had enough, you stop feeding their ego, reject their mind games, and suddenly, you're the enemy. The disappointment. And boy, are you going to pay for it. That's not love, that's manipulation. And when you try to pull away, they either cut you off completely or make your life miserable. I've been there. That's why I create videos like this, because part of healing from narcissistic abuse is learning how to spot the traits, and then building your own response toolkit. And I decided to use my experiences and journey to help people like you. And it starts with awareness. And from there, you get to choose how to respond, or even if you respond at all. You take back control without the need to control others. So now that you've got a clearer picture, I want you to reflect on something. Think about a person in your life, past or present, who shows these traits. Ask yourself, did this person behave in a way that showed consistency and pattern of these traits? How did being around this person make me feel over time? Did I feel seen, heard, respected, or small, anxious, and confused? Were my boundaries respected, or constantly crossed? Did I feel like I had to earn their love, prove my worth, or stay silent just to keep the peace? Feel free to pause the video here and note these down or reflect on them for a while. Write down what comes to mind, use a voice record app, or simply say it aloud. Here's the truth. You don't need a psychological label to validate your experience. If someone consistently made you feel like your voice didn't matter, if they made you feel emotionally shut down, that's enough. Your feelings are valid, and they're telling you something important. Even if you've already cut ties, there's still healing to be done. Give yourself that time. You deserve to feel safe again. So to wrap up, I want to leave you with a question. I might make this a weekly task, and feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Sit with this for a moment. What would change in your life today if you truly believed that you're not responsible for fixing someone who keeps breaking you down? And here's your key takeaway. Remember that a narcissist isn't defined by a medical diagnosis, but by displaying behavioral patterns that show a clear lack of empathy, a distorted sense of self, such as a need for admiration, and a pattern of emotional harm and turmoil that leaves others questioning their worth. If someone's behavior is eroding your peace, disrupting your life, or making you doubt who you are, that's reason enough to set a boundary, or even walk away. You don't need to diagnose anyone. You just need to choose yourself. So, that's all for today's video. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video brought you some clarity, go ahead and hit subscribe and switch on your notifications, because in the next video, we're going to explore the different types of narcissists hiding in plain sight. We'll talk about the signs, the masks they wear, where they show up, and how they can slowly dismantle your life if you're not careful. Gaining this knowledge was an amazing level up for me personally, so don't miss it. And for one survivor to another, I'm sending you peace, strength, and a gentle reminder. Take care of your mind. Take care of your boundaries. And most of all, take care of you. See you in the next one.